Alright, it's time for a genuinely good game. Are you ready?
Who are you?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm Jewmander.
And I'm Anichu, which means this will not be a genuinely good game. So
No, I promise. This is our first actually good game.
We have never played a good game.
I have, and I've recorded myself doing it.
I don't believe you.
Are you ready?
Yes. Oh, that's not even fair to count this as a game.
Alright, so this is basically a remake of all of the games, really. And I will be playing on Special A mode, because it's bad at video games. Excellent. And it's even the same
You know, they
song.
missed an opportunity. That could have been towards their QTE quota requirement.
That is the sound effect for using the cipher. It doesn't make your ears bleed. But you still do the hilarious sliding. You still do the hilarious, like, cartwheel jump.
Yes, do you not remember me finding this as a demo?
Yes, we played the demo of it in GameStop.
And we're just like, yes! Because we had both played the Strider games.
Yeah, and...
Well, I had played the shitty Sega games. I did never put myself through that NES port.
The NES game was at least unique, and I'll say this, they had the opportunity to just remake the Genesis game, but they did put some things in from the NES. Now, a few changes, complete changes. This
You know,
is
due
basically,
to modern
yeah,
geopolitics.
this is basically a Metroidvania. So
Well, if they had just made the Genesis games a Metroidvania,
yeah,
we would have all been a much happier time.
yeah. So now we can slide through those red little grates. And on Super A difficulty, it is very difficult. I'm just showing off that the slide, even though our slide is powered up, it still doesn't actually do damage.
Whereas if you're a filthy casual and you just play this...
Yeah, I mean, you can play it on A mode, it's easy enough. But stuff like this, like there's an optional collectible down below that I tried a couple times to get during this recording.
And it really probably bothered him because, well...
Oh, so you can do that
The
uppercut
tisms.
attack to knock enemies into the air and combo them, but it's generally easier to just sort of run into them with your cipher. Alright. So this is the first real puzzle of the game, which is to realize that these are destructible and you have to destroy them to progress.
And you get a cutscene. But we're not told right away what Strider's doing. We're just supposed to sort of know that Strider does these sorts of things.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically what a Strider does. Runs around slicing people in half for no good reason.
Well, they're, enemies of Japan.
I'm not sure who they're enemies of. The Grandmaster is back from the arcade game.
I want to say that they're enemies of America, but Strider
Not
Haru is clearly not an American. Like
I don't know.
Like you and I, he's not an American.
Yeah. So these shotgun guys,
Are dickheads.
they are fucking brutal on Special A. Because
I can say this because I played it not on Special A.
Yeah.
And I'm not very good at video games anyway.
Fucking one-shotted me from like half health. That's probably the only real death I'll leave in. I'll try to cut out the deaths, but this is an auto-saving game, so it's gonna be kind of difficult for me to cut everything out. There's big health capsules.
What kind of trollish design is that?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm joking, of course. And you don't keep the little collectibles if you die. Now, every enemy that you kill does give you a tiny bit of health back, even on Special A. But
which kind of surprised me, but
it's certainly not enough to keep you alive. And just like any good Metroidvania, you encounter several different types of doors early on.
But unlike some games, they're not like especially color coded for you to away know what's going on.
They are color coded, and if you check the map, which I will do later,
first your first boss.
Yeah, it's more of a mini boss. But, he's pretty cool. Here I'll get to show off one of the new mechanics, which is combo meter. Up in the upper left, you'll see the little circle filling up as I land hits. You lose a ton of that circle every time you get hit, and if you wait too long, it'll completely drain out. But if you manage to fill it up, you go into overcharge mode or something. So there I managed to land it, and that's basically the easiest way to kill bosses, is to just manage to get into that mode and wail on them. And we get the charge shot, which
is not my favorite power in this game.
I have a problem with charge shots in all games, although in this one it's handled pretty well, because since it is a melee attack.
Wait, so a game with charge shots can slide attack, and you're not hating them?
Probably my favorite song in the game is just the remix of the original. No, because it's a melee attack, and the charge shot also increases your range. Oh yeah, there's also energy tanks. Showing off the little tanks driving by in the background.
You know, what I really liked about this game when part of it I played through was, which is basically just the demo level.
Yeah. Which is basically what this is.
Yeah, was I liked how stylish it was. The controls felt really good, which, that was my concern to seeing a game like this, was...
Especially after the two prequels, or the two games that have been the controls are incredibly tight, and they do nice
I thought they were tighter than a similar game, which was something Reloaded.
Bionic Commando?
Yeah, I thought they were tighter than Bionic Commando.
Bionic Commando Rearmed 1 had really good controls, but they were extremely difficult to learn. Oh, look in the background. The scientists. This is something that I don't fully understand about this game, is why there are pedestrians. Alright, and here we go. This is the first boss, which was also the first boss of the arcade game. A little different now. You'll notice it's not made up of members of state. Yeah, Bionic Commando was not the most user-friendly. It was very good once you got used to it.
Yeah, I thought that the control scheme for this was really tight and really easy to, just pick up and play.
Yeah.
So now, normally I'm not a big fan of this type of boss.
Sort of Shadow of the Colossus.
In a game that's not Shadow of the Colossus, I'm looking at you, Castlevania.
Yeah. I mean, this is literally one of the Castlevania bosses. One of the Lords of Shadow bosses.
But it doesn't seem like it was as awful, because you're not having to...
No, and they change it up.
Well, but they also avoided the big sin of making this be about, you having to hold on and QTE your way through a dumb boss fight.
The first time I played this, I thought that's what that wind was, but the wind is just resetting you to the second stage of the boss fight, and then you fight these guys and get some health back if you ran into the electricity.
Although, I'd like to say just how dumb of an idea this is. What is this thing gonna do for you?
Well, to be fair, this was, some sort of evil, evil... I don't want to say evil country. It's not really a real country.
So what you're saying is that people are embargoing good countries and not embargoing these assholes?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, let's bring Israel-Palestine into this fun playthrough. I swear to God, I will edit out anything you say on that matter.
So yeah, no, you won't, because that would require you to do editing.
Oh shit! You've discovered my weakness.
So I'm just saying that this is a strange.
It is a pretty strange fight, but it is sort of an homage to the.
Right, oh yeah, which is I like that. I'm just saying, what are you doing with this thing? What does this war machine do?
Okay, you notice how it sort of sprayed ice onto the platforms, and then I ran into it? That's actually important for later. Because you'll notice we encountered the blue door that sort of swirled around.
And for some reason it's not actually a mecha dragon.
No, it's an actual dragon. Which is fucking crazy.
Which makes my comment recently even stranger.
Yeah, where did you find this? Why did you decide to put weapons on it? It's not Ridley. Like,
well,
I do like the statue of the Grandmaster, though.
I mean, if you had Ridley, wouldn't you arm him with weapons?
Definitely not.
He liked it.
Yeah. No, I'm sure he would. I'm sure that dragon was thrilled.
No, that dragon definitely did not seem thrilled about that situation.
Alright, so that's basically it for Stage 1. That was covering up to where we quit in the Genesis game. And how do you feel about it?
I'm okay with this.
You're okay with this? You're okay with, like, maybe 20 more videos of this tonight?
No.
I'm so sorry.
There's not enough alcohol in this house for that.
Military presence is required for your security.